Okay. So the scalability is nothing but whenever you need, you can increase, and whenever you no need, you can decrease. Okay. That is what scalability. Then the fourth one is elasticity. Elasticity is nothing but the same like scalability, but in automated way. What it means? In the first case, elasticity means the human will decide, oh, tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday, I need 20 servers. Oh, tomorrow is Diwali, I need 100 servers. But scale elasticity is nothing but based on the request comes, the number of users trying to reach your server, it will automatically increase the servers and decrease, no need manual. Okay, both are scalability only, but elasticity means it's automatically expand and contrast. Depends on the number of users trying to reach your website. That is called scale elasticity. So understand these four. In exam, high availability they will ask, and then scalability or elasticity they will ask. Fault tolerance also they will ask. Okay. And then the fifth one is global reach. What it means is if you upload your application or your video in Chennai now, then immediately the person from US can able to access, the person, the other side of the world, they can able to access. Immediately it will go to the globally, which is highly impossible in today IT world. If any of IT world 5 years before, if anyone wants to load this video, they need to manually transfer this video from each country and they will upload that. Why then you need to go near each country? Then only the user who is browsing it is near from nearly they will access. Otherwise they will get delay. Okay. So in cloud computing is a global reach. Whatever you upload here in Chennai or Trichy, the other side of the world, people immediately they can able to see it. Yeah. Then customer latency. This is what I just said. In olden days, they may have a server in Chennai, Mumbai or Delhi. If you are sitting in Madurai, you access that video, it will slow. I mean, the website, everything is slow. It's that circle will come. It's loading. Okay, those even I all experienced that one. The website will take much more time. Okay. But today's, because of the cloud, the copy of this, the cache of this available in all the regions, the people are instantly accessing. Okay, no more. That is what customer latency capability. Then seventh one is agility. Agility means the delivery of IT services become much faster. That is what they call agility. Okay, it's faster. Then eighth one is you can able to predict how much it will cost your IT service, which is highly impossible before. For example, I'm starting up a startup company. I want to know how much my bill will come each month if I rent 3 servers. Okay, you can able to predict the portal will say how much it will cost. Like the same way like your prepaid taxi. Sometime back, if you look, if you go for an auto or a taxi, they will say, sir, it metered way, as whatever the meter comes, you pay. So you will always care how much it will come. You don't know idea. But the prepaid taxi is, you know the price in advance before you consume the service, right? So that will give peace of mind, and you know how much it will affect you, because based on that, you can decide whether you want or don't want it. So likewise in cloud also, they will give you a predictive cost. If you take this 10 servers, then your monthly cost would be like this. If you take this software, like an security software, then this will cost additional this much. So they will tell you in advance how much it will cost you. So this one gives us very peace of mind for all the, I mean, the management, everyone. Okay. Then ninth one is disaster recovery. So this all so far in IT industry, they manually implement this. Disaster recovery means, just now I said, one server in Chennai, Trichy, another server in Chennai. Imagine there may be an, if you don't have any standby server, what will happen if tsunami comes? Your server gone, then you lost everything. For example, let's take your mobile phone. Some disaster may come, someone may steal it, or you may drop it, something happen, you can't able to completely boot up the laptop, sorry, your mobile phone. Then what will happen your contact? What will happen your photos? What will happen? All your messages, everything gone, right? Imagine there is a backup. They said that like in iPhone, they have an iCloud backup, right? iTunes. Even you purchase a new device, you can restore everything from there. So the same way for company also, they introduce this disaster recovery, but they do it in manual. Everything they invest heavy money. I have 100 servers for Flipkart, 100 active servers in Mumbai. Then they caught it. What will happen if 2 days before there is some bomb blast happens in Mumbai? My 100 server gone, my entire business is gone. Right? Then they will say, no, keep the equivalent amount of another server, 100 server in Bangalore. In case unexpected happen in Mumbai, then Bangalore can start serve. My business is there. Right? Then imagine how much money they invested, but here everything's come. At the last is security. See, the security is a various level. Even your laptop, you always have these concerns. Really, my laptop is secured. Does anyone is looting my data or not? You don't have the concrete answer for that. Okay, as an individual person, you have this concern. Then imagine the companies. They are using hundreds of servers. Does anyone is attacking my server? Anyone can loot my data. It is a data breach. Then I need to pay heavy money. Right? For that, they implement, even though they implement various security practices, still, and again, it all will eat up your money. See, you are fine if somebody is saying, okay, take this antivirus, put to your firewall, everything I'm fine. But for that, to the antivirus, you are asking me 10,000 rupees. I don't think that much is worth of my information. I don't want to, but I'm willing to install the antivirus, but since it is a paid one, I don't want it. I'm happy to keep a firewall in my house, but it's expensive. I don't want it. So you are compromising. But when you go to the cloud, the security, everything is the world-class security is available, whatever the latest. Okay. So the point what I'm trying to say is this all is the out of the box features is coming. If you go for today, any IT world, they may not have all these features. They say, sir, here high availability may be possible, but fault tolerance will not work. Oh, scalability, this is only option. You need to manually expand your systems. There is no auto scale or something. How do I know how much traffic coming to my website? I don't know this all. And if you want to load your video to across the globe, you want to release your new movie across the globe, then you need to, transfer, okay, or logistics. I mean, you need to move the copy of movie to all the countries. Then only it's possible. And this all will take time. And security, yeah, various security available. Each one is a different pricing, right? So this all is the IT world problem. But the cloud is telling for all this problem, I'm giving out of the box. Anything you understood this so far I described? I know it is an theory, but yeah, you need to understand, because this all is some of the things cloud is giving. So it's more than pay as you go, more than expansion others. These are all some of the main features why the companies are going towards here. Vidyasagar, you have any comment? Oh, I don't see him. It looks like he got a call. Yeah. Siva Kumar, you are also an admin. You have any comment? Soumya, Ilakya, Pratush.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Soumya. Any
comment? Yes, sir, it is clear.
Okay, it is understandable, correct?
Yes, sir, it is understandable.
Okay. So the main point is you need to understand this slide, because as I said, 3 questions in the exams from this slide itself. Okay. In real world analogous, I can say like either I construct a building and I can keep all the security, electricity, everything from my side, or I can rent a hotel. where they have a world-class security, all the feature facilities available. Okay, that way you can think of that. Okay, so this is called a key cloud concepts. Why the companies wants to go there. Okay, this all is feasible for all services. So with that, then there is another concept called economic subscale. This is what we discussed earlier also. Everyone having a question. So you said all these super features are available, but at very cheap price. How it possible? Why I am unable, but how it possible that? Same like in Uber. You are asking me rent for only 200 rupees for to travel some Toyota Innova car. Okay, how it possible? Okay, if I go for an Innova, the people are asking very expensive, but you are saying just give me a 200 rupees, I will give you a ride in Innova car, right? How it possible is because of economic subscale. Nothing but economic subscale is nothing but this person's purchasing the wholesale and give it to a retail rental. That's all. That's the concept. If you bought Innova, you will use per day maximum 1 or 2 hours. The remaining 22 hours, your car is sitting idle. But if the rental company goes, they use 24 hours this car maximum. I mean, normal rental company, they use only 8 hours. But this Uber, this company, they are using 24 hours that car with multiple drivers. Okay. So that's where it's impossible. So simple thing, economics of scale is nothing but cloud providers can reduce cost and gain efficiency when operating at large scale. That's the simple. Okay, how they can able to give cheap, this is the reason. Okay, so this also we have seen already, like in capex, opex, there is two words. In exam also they will ask what is capex, what is opex, or in cloud computing, a capex versus opex. Okay, so capex is nothing but capital expenditure. If you start any business, you need some capital, and then you run the business, you need some operating cost. For example, if I want to start this ameya, I need some capital expenditure for hiring an employee, furnitures, buildings. This is a capital expenditure. And then running this company, then monthly I need to pay salary, electricity bill monthly. These are all recurring charges. So those are called an operating expense. So what they are saying in cloud computing, the capex is very, very less or almost zero. Or upfront cost is very minimum. But the operating cost, no change. It's, I mean, it is continuous. There is no changes in the operating cost. Okay. In exam, they will ask what is capex or what is opex. Or in cloud computing, capex is like that they will ask you. Okay. Forget about this. There's no need. So why cloud services? Okay. So I think the features, and I introduced three things in this first topic. One is the features. The features containing some 10 features out of the box. Out of that, 3 questions will come. Okay, we are going to repeat that in another next 2 classes. Okay, and then second one is capex versus opex, capital expenditure versus operating expenditures. This is what we see. And then the very first one is the core components of cloud computing: compute, storage, network. This 3 is the core component. Okay. So then the next type, cloud models. Okay. I give you just 2 minutes. You take a break, because this also you need to understand what is the different cloud models. Okay. Take 2 minutes break, then we continue here. I mean, if you want to have some water or something, and then again we continue, because cloud models is important. Just 2 minutes. I'm staying here. Okay, I think I'm back. Let's start. Soumya, like with that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So now let's discuss about the next one. Cloud models. Okay, what are all the models? So now at least we all know that what is cloud. Cloud is nothing but delivering IT services via internet. Okay, then what it means, if no internet, cloud will not work. I mean, you can't able to access the cloud. Some examples also we seen. Facebook, YouTube, this all is a cloud applications. So if no internet, you can't able to access those things. Okay, and then we jumped into that core cloud components. What are the components? Storage, compute, and network. This is the core cloud components. And then we seen some 8 features, or I can say like a cloud concepts. We seen key concepts of cloud, and then we have discussed a couple of important, parameter like a capex, opex. Okay, operating expense or capital expenditure. This is what we see. Okay. Okay, let's keep. So at least you all know that what is meant by cloud. Someone is purchased as wholesale and they are giving to you as a retail. Okay, so that's what a cloud. Now in that cloud, there are few models are there. This all is a concept. Okay, you need to know how this works. That's why we are discussing. There are some models. There are 3 models are available. Okay, like if you go for a Maruti car, Maruti is a car. Yeah, they have different models with various features, right? Like this, there are 3 major models are there. What is that? The first one is, okay, so here we are going to discuss about what is meant by public cloud, what is meant by private cloud, and what is meant by hybrid cloud. This is what we are going to discuss. And here you will have answer for who is this Azure, who is this AWS, okay, and is there anyone else is available, okay. So anyone, any of you having idea how many cloud providers are there? Cloud computing providers are there? Any rough idea? Pratush?
No, sir.
Okay, Pratush?
No, no then.
No, rough guess. How many do you think? How many people are providing cloud services?
Okay, like AWS, Azure, you are saying like means Microsoft is.
You mean 3, 10?
I think 3.
3. Okay, thanks. Soumya, any guess? Just it's a guess, Dr. I mean, just a guess.
Maybe there are a lot of cloud computing service providers in market. For example, like Amazon,
Yeah.
Microsoft, Google, IBM also they do have, I believe.
IBM also having, HP
Yeah.
also having.
Yeah, HP, yes.
Epsilon in the name of Epsilon, IBM, and this Alibaba.
Yeah, yes.
Having, right? And
Yeah.
yeah. Siva?
There are much more.
Yeah, much more. Yeah, that is very correct. Yeah. Siva, any idea?
Yeah,
Any
mostly,
how many? Yeah.
yeah, I think somewhere covered, I think. Other than that, no idea, so
Okay.
still how many?
To be frank, there are more than, 1,000 providers are there. More than
Okay.
1,000 providers are there, cloud providers. Okay. Then why we not heard that? Yeah, we keep on, if somebody says, oh, I want to learn cloud, everyone says, oh, cloud, Azure, sorry, Microsoft Cloud, or AWS. Easily they say AWS. Okay. And we will see here. Okay. But to be frank, more than 1,000, or I can say like more than 5,000 cloud providers are there. Much more bigger. Okay. So then why we heard only these 3 people? Because these 3 people doing an heavy marketing. Azure, AWS, GCP, they are doing an heavy marketing, and they are having the 90% of the users across the globe. Okay. So 90% of the users, they only have it. Maybe now I can give some examples. I told you, right? So Gmail is a cloud provider, correct? Cloud service. So Gmail using which cloud? Any of you having an idea?
Maybe obviously Google.
Google Cloud.
Yeah, Google. Yeah. And Outlook using which cloud?
Microsoft.
O365.
Yeah, O365, which is a Microsoft. Azure, the product name is Azure, right? And obviously AWS, some customers, you may know that someone may using the AWS. Then I can ask these questions. So Facebook is using which cloud? But first of all, Facebook is a cloud or not?
Yes, it's an.
Yeah, it's a cloud.
It's a cloud. So now Facebook is using which cloud?
No idea, sir.
No idea. Facebook is using its own cloud. Okay, Facebook is using own cloud. How? Okay, now you rethink back your definition of cloud. What is cloud? I said very first class, delivering IT services via internet, correct? And now you club along with that statement the features what we see now. Why the people wants to go cloud? Because in any IT services, if I take any application I hosted, I want high availability, I want scalability, I want global reach, right? All the features, I want highly secured. This all available in the cloud model. And all together top, I want instantly my service. I mean, I get a compute server, cloud computing model only. So Facebook is using its own cloud. We will see what is meant by own cloud and where these others are coming. Okay. So yeah, so in short, there are more than 5,000 or 10,000 cloud or much more also there available. Okay. So now I can introduce cloud models. First one is public cloud. Okay. So if you categorize this 1,000 cloud provider or 50,000 cloud provider, you can put it in one in two. Either they belongs to public cloud or they belongs to private cloud. Okay. First, let's see what is public cloud. Okay. So public cloud is nothing but it is owned by a cloud service or hosting provider, which means there is one separate owner. He is owning the cloud services. I mean, he's owning all the data center of that cloud. Example, Microsoft. Microsoft product is Azure. So Microsoft owns all the machines, the physical machines, or the whatever the service is provided, and they are renting it to you. Okay. You got it. Microsoft is the owner and they are giving rental to across all the global people. And they provide the resource and services to multiple organizations and users. This is important. They provide services to multiple organizations and multiple users. Even you can able to rent compute service from Microsoft Azure, or TCS also can able to rent it, or State Bank of India also can rent it. Okay, the owner is Microsoft, but they are giving a rental services to across the public. Public means either you as an individual user or SBA. For example, I am going to rent one server. SBA is also renting another server. My server and SBA server both may sit next to next. Agree? Or take this way. SBA is hiring some 10 servers. Indian Bank is also hiring some 10 servers. All the servers may sit next to next. Agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is a public cloud because they are giving public. They can't able to restrict anything. Anyone can go rent it. So a competitive business people also, they are sitting there. Okay. Competitive business people also, they are sitting there. So that is it. So that's what the statement is. Provide resources and services to multiple organizations and users. Okay. And the last statement is accessed via secure internet connection. You can able to access only via internet, these services. That's why I said last class, will you able to access your Outlook? Yes. How are you accessing? Through internet. And where this email is hosted? In the cloud, and it is in the public cloud. That's why just a few minutes before you said, where is this Outlook hosted? It may be in Azure. Where the Gmail is hosted, it may be in GCP. So GCP. So public cloud is nothing but this is it is owned by the cloud service or the hosting provider. Provider is example Microsoft, Google, AWS, IBM, these are all the public, cloud providers. They owned it. And they provide the resources to public. They are giving rental to the public. And they are called as a public cloud provider. So example of public cloud provider are Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, Google GCP, and then rest all. Are you able to understand this public cloud provider? In simple, public cloud provider means they are providing services to public. Yes, Siva, go ahead. Okay, so this is what a public cloud provider. Okay, then the question comes, then why I heard only these three people, Azure, AWS, GCP. Even very new people, they will say, oh, I heard cloud means AWS. Even they may not heard and others also, very rare. Why? Because AWS, they started this models in 2000, exactly they started in 2007. Okay, but people, so once they started 2007, no one is interested. They said, I'm giving rental of my computers, take it. No one is interested. Then they introduced a lot of automation, blah, blah. From 2013 onwards, people have started accepting the cloud service. So Amazon is the first guy entered into the market. And then 2012, Azure and GCP entered. Okay. So now what happened is when the early Amazon comes into the market early, everyone started putting their application into the Amazon cloud service. But after 2016, Azure very aggressively marketing and they are taking all the customer from AWS, also the new customer. As of today, across the globe, Microsoft Azure is exponentially growing for the cloud adaptations. Why? There are various reasons. The first and foremost is trust. Even the first class, someone asked me, how much safety putting my data in that cloud? Because you are not actually trusting that. To answer that question, okay, at least I can have some trust on Microsoft because they are serving this computer service for the last 20 years. I don't have any issues. I given an example of keeping our jewels in the banks or lockers, right? Yes, there is a safety issue, but at least I have some trust on SBI or some other bank rather than believing some newcomer, right? So the trust is the main factor. The Azure is capturing like anything else. The second reason is everyone is using a Microsoft operating system. You remember I asked sometime 2 class back also, why you install Microsoft? Why not on others? There are 2 reasons. One is Microsoft operating system is user-friendly. You don't need to write like a command to create a directory. When you are studying Linux, you know that how to create a directory, how to change a permission, right? But it is not that much user-friendly. But in Windows, everything is user-friendly. Right-click, create. Okay. Plus, you already used to it to using Microsoft. Okay. If I go for any companies, already they are having Power BI, Active Directory. They have all the Windows products. So that's why they want to go with the Azure. And the third one is user-friendly. This is the 3 reasons Azure is growing like exponential in the cloud market. Then what is happening AWS? Yes, AWS already captured some market. That's why if you go in market, already lot of people working in AWS. See, for example, in your market, there are 10 employees. In Tamil Nadu, I have only 100 IT resources are available. When the AWS comes, only the 40 people interested willing to change the field. So those 40 people already groomed themselves in AWS. Okay. So now the problem for Microsoft is Microsoft go and train who? That's why they are picking the freshers. Okay, see, in Microsoft, more jobs available, also less competition. AWS is already matured and there is more resources already there. Plus that business also declining. So I won't say declining. The rate of increase is not that much compared to Microsoft. That's why Microsoft Azure is the highly paid job, more demand job, interview are very easy. Okay. Then what about GCP? Yeah, GCP is trying to capture. Only these three people are having heavy advertisement, and these three people are having like an more than 90% of the total cloud users across the globe. Other people are having some different purpose. Okay. So this is what public cloud, again, I'm repeat. What is public cloud? Nothing but it is owned by the cloud service provider or hosting provider. They provide resource to multiple organization and users. Example of public cloud are Microsoft Azure, Google GCP, and then Amazon AWS. Okay, these are all the public cloud provider. Okay. So then now let's see what is private cloud. So private cloud is nothing but a individual organization create a cloud environment in their data center. They are not providing this cloud service outside of that organization. Example, Facebook. Facebook creates cloud environment within their own data center. Okay, they are not giving the services to outside of Facebook. Why they create data? Why they create cloud services in the data center? The features. I can get resources immediately. My softwares will be having high availability, fault tolerance, everything is available. Okay, so that's the reason all the software companies are also introducing cloud in their own data center. Okay. So then obviously the organization is responsible for operating the services they provided. Okay. So in short, what is private cloud? Private cloud is nothing but an organization create a cloud environment in their data center. Okay. Example, Facebook, the government organizations, because they don't want to share this data, because no government want to keep all the secrets into the Amazon cloud. Right. That guy will take and run away. Right. So that's why they keep their own data center. Like in our locker example, you create one safety place within your home, maybe your underground something, and safeguard yourself. Okay, that is called a private cloud, and you are not sharing that locker facilities to outside users. But the bank is giving locker facility for you as well as your neighbors. That is the public cloud. Okay, so private cloud is you are creating yourself. Okay, so now I hope this too. Now, what is hybrid cloud? Hybrid is nothing but a company using both cloud. Okay, for example, SBI. So SBI wants to keep, State Bank of India, I'm telling, SBI wants to keep all their account information, the very core financial information. SBI creates its own data center, own cloud environment in their own data center, and keeping all the sensitive information in that private cloud. And for example, website, insurance product, these all are not sensitive. They can keep these services in the public cloud, because public cloud is much cheaper. Okay. In our earlier example, you have a locker in bank as well as your home. You keep all the sensitive information, very valuable things within your home, because even in locker, if somebody looted, they will say they are not responsible. Right. So what you will keep in that, for example, less value things. Okay. Definitely not the worthless things. Some important documents and some minimal jewels, you keep it in the banker locker. And other things you will safeguard within your house, which is a mandatory, right? The same concept. Same like a hybrid cloud is nothing but they are using both the cloud, public cloud and the private cloud, for various applications. So this is what a hybrid cloud. So now I am repeating, what is public cloud? Public cloud is nothing but it is owned by the service provider, and they provide services to multiple organizations and users. Example of public cloud are Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, Google GCP. Private cloud is an organization creates a cloud environment with that data center. Example are SBI, Facebook, WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp, Facebook, all are the same organizations. You take some, all major banks, they have Bank of America, they have their own data center and they create their own cloud environment. Okay, that's hybrid cloud is nothing but public cloud as private cloud. Okay, so the advantages, okay, if you compare this model, you know that In examination, they will ask what is public cloud, what is private cloud. That's all. Okay, no other. So this is the comparisons. If you go for public cloud, no capital expenditure to scale up. Your application can be quickly provisioned and deprovisioned, and your organization pay only for what they use. This is the public cloud. And if you go for private cloud, organization have complete control, because private cloud is nothing but I purchase the lab machines, but I create this virtualization on top of it. Okay, then I need an upfront cost. Organization have to complete over the security. So it's in my control, the full security. Okay. Hybrid cloud is the most flexibility. Organization determine where to run their application. Okay, each application. Organization control the security, compliance, or legal requirement. Okay, this is the difference. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so today we seen like we started with the core components of the cloud. What is that? Storage, compute, and networking. And then we introduced the CapEx, OpEx, right? And then we moved on to the cloud models. Okay. Also, we have seen an CapEx, the key concepts, key cloud concepts. These are all the features coming out of the box. Okay. So I stop here. And then next class, we will see the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. Just you try to understand this one. Okay. Cloud computing. Okay. So I hope now you have some understanding of. So I'm taking you from the very high to the now I'm coming to the ground. Okay. Now I introduce the three cloud: public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. Okay. Yeah. Any questions if you got? If no questions, yeah, I don't take much time today. Yeah, it's a Friday. We can meet on Monday. Okay.
Thank you, Ganesh.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. It's so far clear.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good.